Alright, now we're going to add and subtract mixed numbers. So again, because these involve fractions, you have to have common denominators. So the common denominator between 3 and 4 would be 12. So I'm going to times that 1/4 times 3 and the 2/3 times 4. So whole numbers stay the same. So 1/4 times 3 would be 3 over 12 plus 8 is my whole number, and then 2 times 4 is 8, and 3 times 4 is 12. So now I have common denominators I can add. So 8 plus 12 is 20, and then 3 plus 8 is 11. So I get 20 and 11 twelfths. Next I got 5 and 7/8 plus 4 and 3/4. So I can turn a 4 into an 8 by multiplying by 2. So I just have to address that 3/4. So that's going to equal 5 and 7/8 plus 4, and then 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 2 is 8. So now I can add. 5 plus 4 is 9. 7 plus 6 is 13 over 8. Now 13 over 8 is an improper fraction. I have to make it proper. So 8 will go into 13 once. So I add 1 to that 9 to get 10. And then 13 minus 8 gives me 5 left over. So my final answer would be 10 and 5/8. Alright, so let's do some subtraction. So I have 4 and 7/8 minus 2 and 1/4. So I can turn that 1/4 into 8s by multiplying by 2. So I'm going to multiply that by 2. So I get 4 and 7/8 minus 2, and then 2 times 1 is 2 over 8. So I always need to subtract my fractions first. So 7 minus 2 is 5. So I get 5 over 8, and then 4 minus 2 is 2. So my final answer there is 2 and 5/8. Next I have 12 and 1/3 minus 5 and 5/9. So I can turn that 3 into a 9 by multiplying by 3. So that gives me 12, and then 1 times 3 is 3 over 9 minus 5 and 5/9. So here I need to subtract my fractions. Well, I can't do 3 minus 5 without going negative, and I don't want to go negative. So you have two options here. One is either to borrow, or one is to make these improper fractions, and I'll show you both. So if I borrow, I'm going to borrow 1 from the 12, make it 11. Now I'm borrowing one whole. So when you borrow one whole, you have to add your denominator to your numerator. So that's 9 plus 3 to give me 12. The reason you do that is because 1 whole equals 9 over 9. So it's like doing 9 over 9 plus 3/9 to give me my 12/9. So now I can subtract. 12 minus 5 is 7 over 9, and then 11 minus 5 is 6. So my final answer is 6 and 7/9. If you're doing it with improper fractions, you do you have your 12 over 9. I'm sorry, you don't have 12 over 9. We're doing improper fractions. Sorry. You have your 12 and 3/9 minus your 5 and 5/9. So we need to make these improper fractions. Multiply, add, multiply, add. So 9 times 12, 9 times 10 is 90, 9 times 2 is 18. So 90 plus 18 is 108, plus 3 would give me 111 over 9. So this equals 111 over 9. And then 9 times 5 is 45, plus 5 is 50 over 9. Subtract 111 minus 50 would give me 61 over 9. 9 will go into 61 6 times, which is 54, and then 61 minus 54 gives me 7 left over 9. So I got the same answer. One I used borrowing, one I used improper fractions. Alright, I'm going to show you one more. So I got 11 and 1/4 minus 7 and 2/3. So first thing is make common denominators. And the common denominator between 3 and 4 is 12. So I'm going to multiply that 1/4 times 3 and the 2/3 times 4. That's going to give me 11. And then 1 times 3 is 3. Over 4 times 3 is 12. Minus 7. And 2 times 4 is 8. And 3 times 4 is 12. So again, always subtract your fractions first. I can't do 3 minus 8 without going negative. So I need to borrow or make these improper fractions. I'll show you both again. So let's first borrow. So that 11 is going to be made into a 10. Add my denominator to my numerator. So 12 plus 3 is going to be 15. So now I can subtract. 15 minus 8 is going to be 7 over 12. And 10 minus 7 is 3. If I chose not to do that as borrowing and chose to do improper fractions, let's see what that would look like. So that's 11 and 3/12 minus 7 and 8/12. So I need to make these improper fractions. So 12 times 11 would be 132, plus 3 would be 135 over 12, minus 7 times 12 would be 84, plus 8 would be 92 over 12. So now I subtract 135 minus 92, so 5 minus 2 is 3, 13 minus 9 is 4, so I get 43 over 12. 12 goes into 43 3 times, which is 36, and then 43 minus 36 is going to give me 7. So 3 and 7/12. So you can either make them improper fractions or you can borrow.